I assume it's much like Ferris Bueller in terms of its pronunciation, but it's got an umlaut there, so it's Bueller. I just purchased way too much cheese. 360 videos, 365 days a year. Hey, that might be a new tagline. Tune in tomorrow, see if it is. All right, we've come to the top of the second hill that we're going to be walking up. Look at these rolling hills and then the mountains. You know, I mean, this is the view these guys have. Just amazing. These guys are looking at me, these cows. Coos. So my watch tells me that we have ascended 700 feet from the town of Bueller. That was a quick 700 feet. And now we get to go across. Yes, yes, yes. Straight across this way. Wow, what a great view that is. Look at the cows. Cows on the ridge, silhouetting. So this is segment 2, and it's lived up to exactly what I had hoped and read. We've still got some more film to do, but I'm going to be descending into Appenzell. Unless something, well, it's all spectacular, but unless something spectacular happens between here and Appenzell, my next video may be tomorrow from the city of, where I'm going to try to get into the main cheese and Appenzeller beer. So a couple of years ago when we were hiking up and around Santis, there's too much snow right now, and that first hike up there, cable car up, I don't know if you can see the antenna up there, but the hotel and the main observatory is, and most people just go up there and they take the cable car back down. If you want to start hiking, that first little half a kilometer, I think, I mean, it is holding on to chains and going across the ridge of rock. I can't imagine having any snow involved. It was pretty scary. One of the most scary hike moments I've had. As soon as you cross that, though, just unbelievable with all the Alp houses. So this time, the Appenzeller beer had a local promotion with all the Alp houses, where they had produced single malt whiskey, Scotch of Switzerland, if you will. So they had produced single malt whiskey with the old beer barrels that they had in the basement from the turn of the 1900s. So they had all these barrels that they had aged beer in, and they thought it would be neat to do a promotion. So every Alp house got a keg of single malt whiskey that Appenzeller Brewery had distilled, and then you could buy these little bottles, and we did, I think, 5 or 6 different bottles from the different Alp houses we went to. Oh, there are people over here. I don't know what that is, but there are people there in that building. So it was called Santis Malt, and you can still buy Santis Malt. They produce this commercially. The ones with the Alp houses, though, were all unique. The barrels had aged different kinds of spirits in their aged. So each Alp house had a different flavor, and it was pretty neat to taste the different flavors from the barrels, because the original source was the same. It was just the barrel that changed the flavors. So these guys, it's spring still, these guys have their horns on them. I mentioned that sometimes you're walking through fields with horns. These are really small. They get bigger. This guy down here, you know, they're probably 5-6 inches long, and this guy down here, I mean, that's enough to put you in the hospital. And they grow longer, it's enough to do more. And so I'm going to keep going since they're going to come up and visit me. I don't want that. Stay where you are. Anyway, so I'm going to try to get to the brewery as well as the cheese when I get down to Appenzell and we'll see what we can make of it. So tune in tomorrow. 360 videos, 365 days a year. Hey, that might be a new tagline. Tune in tomorrow, see if it is. Thanks for joining me. Bye. Good morning, welcome back to Swiss Cheese Trails. We're on the Alpine Panorama Trail, National Trail number 3, segment 2, and I can see the end zone. Straight down here is the city of Appenzell. So, for the rest of today, I got to get down there. I swing around here and I think I come through that meadow and then down. In segment 3, starts in the middle of town and goes up this first ridge line and over, and then we're going to cut behind, in front of the Santis mountain and behind this ridge in front of us, and we'll head south through future segments. Oh, that's going to be beautiful. Imagine the view that we're going to have tomorrow up there. Whew. Well, it might be a couple of days, but that is going to be, well, this is pretty good too. And just, if you're spinning around behind us, those are the peaks in Austria and Liechtenstein. I think from this angle it's more Austria. This hawk, another one of these guys, just beautiful. Santis Peak is straight up. We're going to be walking from here straight that way for segment 3. I believe segment 3 ends in the town where the cable car is. All right, so I'm at just under 7 miles. So I think that's something like 10, 11 kilometers. That's the distance left. It's taken me, I'm at the 3 hour and 7 minute mark, 3 hour and 8 minute mark. So it'll be about 4 hours. I'm guessing it'll take, an hour to get down into the city center there. It's been a pretty nice hike. Like I say, this just, it's so lived up to itself, and what a great time of year to be hiking with the dandelions and the field flowers just starting to bloom. Not the dandelions are flowers, but look at even at my feet we've got these purple guys and little baby sunflowers. I'll have to look up what these purple guys are. A couple other things over there that are kind of pinky. Pretty excellent. All right, I'll see you in town. Thanks for tuning in.